It's a story that recently popped up. This article is from February 16th, but supposedly this book reading happened maybe 3-4 days ago, and has went largely under the radar. And the crazy thing is, this is about Jennifer Garner. She went to a school to read. You can categorize it as a children's book, but that's up for debate right now based on a lot of you could say, not even a symbology, but the code words and what certain things mean. I'm gonna leave a link to this article in the description box down below. But we're gonna go over some of this because we know it's blatantly obvious by now. A lot of these Hollywood weirdos are sickos, and let's just go into it. Somebody quoted basically, "Stay away from kids." Jennifer Gardner criticized for reading secret pizza at FBI probe NGO. All right. So she went to a school. She affectionately wrote, "Dear Pepperoni Pizza, will you be my Valentine? Loves Sebastian and me." It's just, these people are just. Now see, there was a time in the past where we would give these people the benefit of the doubt. We would hear like little whispers and stuff like that in the fringes, and we would take it with a grain of salt, and we'd be like, no, whatever, Hollywood is different and this and that. But over the years, it has gotten worse, a lot worse, progressively worse. And a lot of this stuff is like blatantly in our faces now. Like, it's like, well, wait a minute. What the fuck are y'all doing? I mean, what's really going on out there? And just like with the whole Diddy thing, when all that came out, based on all the whispers and the rumors over the years that we've been hearing since the 90s, a lot of that didn't really surprise a lot of us. A lot of us was like, yeah, figures. Even though he ain't went to court, ain't been convicted or nothing. But as far as accusations and things levied against him, none of these accusations surprise us at all. Especially in our generation. If you're a Gen Xer, you like, you shrug your shoulders and you be like, well, it's not surprising if it's true, So as far as Hollywood as a whole being this cult, being this, then you hear stories about these underground tunnels and stuff allegedly being discovered, and they're connected to certain people's homes, and you like, that's, and the excuse used to be, well, a lot of times these Hollywood celebs and these ultra famous people don't want to be bothered, so what they did was they would have tunnels built, and in these tunnels they're like full of, it's almost like bunker style. You got like Starbucks down there, you got a McDonald's down there, and it's like all the stuff that's coming out nowadays, it's like nothing surprises you. When you hear certain things, you be like, oh, that's interesting. And that's the extent you'll go. You'll say, oh, that's interesting. And the reason why you'll probably say something like that is because you're not surprised. You've heard things over the years, and you didn't know whether or not it was true. You took it in. You took it with a grain of salt. Like, okay. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that there could be more of a degenerate, deep-seated reason why Jennifer Gardner wanted to read this book to children. And as we scroll down, you're going to see You're going to see why. Jennifer Garner received a fair share of backlash for reading Secret Pizza at a children's event. Oh, they love the children, huh? Get out of here, pop up. Those who aren't aware of the book may not bat an eye towards the video, but many who know the story had some strong opinions to say about children being exposed to a book that capitalizes on extremely inappropriate themes. A verified account on X who goes by Shadow of Isra, interesting name, I think I know the angle, called out the actress. Because Isra is a sick dude too. And conveniently I need to rant for a minute. Conveniently everybody shrugged their shoulders and decided it wasn't a big deal what he was accused of. And pled, if I'm not mistaken, he pled guilty. And what'd he get? Like a slap on the wrist? On multiple situations, being accused of taking somebody or holding somebody against their will, somebody who, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that person was underage too. And there was like multiple just highly weird things that he's done. It didn't affect his career at all. But then on the other hand, you have Jonathan Majors, who's on video running from a woman who was swinging on him. Like, they tell men to be like, you should never swing at a woman. You should never put your hands on a woman, this and that. But here you have a man running from a woman who's swinging at him, and somehow he just gets his career destroyed and derailed. Like, we are in lollipop Zuzu land. Like, I couldn't find a word for it. I just make up words sometimes. It's like, I don't know the environment we in, what kind of world we living in right now. It's definitely like bizarro, upside down. What's that joint in Stranger Things? The Upside Down. I feel like that's what we are right now. And maybe we've been there since 2012. Didn't the Mayan calendar say, hey, it's going to be the end of the world? Maybe it did end. So what we in now is, I have no idea what we living in now. Because this is some bizarre, backwards, upside down, nonsensical bullshit that makes absolutely no sense at all. And it's like they're trying to get the masses to go along with things that blatantly don't make sense and goes directly against a human being's best interest, self-interest. It's almost like they're gaslighting you to turn the hammer around to where the fork part is facing you and hit yourself in the forehead. It's not going to hurt. Pain is all in your mind. Go right ahead. Doesn't hurt. We do it all the time. What's wrong with you? Why don't you want to hit yourself with the fork side of a hammer? You're a hammer hater. It's like that shit. It's like that's the world we're living in right now. That y'all have to forgive me. Sometimes I gotta go on these tangents. This man. All right. Hollywood elitist Jennifer Garner uploaded a video of herself reading a book titled Secret Pizza Party. Now keep that name in your mind when we get farther down. To children at a Save the Children event, an NGO under investigation for child, in traffic, they wrote. You can read the word for yourself. The book Secret Pizza Party encourages children to keep secrets. The FBI has confirmed that pizza is a PDF file code. Let me read that again. The FBI has confirmed that pizza is a PDF code. PDF file code. Now, obviously, over the years, they use code words and languages, and so is it out of the realm of possibility? This book was picked on purpose to read to children, and the overall theme of the book encourages children to keep secrets. I see why Ben didn't want to rock with her no more. Just like J-Lo, I see why he ain't trying to rock with her no more. You got to get away from these people. Get away from these people. Arrest these people. These kind of people belong in prison. Now, obviously, she hasn't been accused of anything, convicted of anything, but it does look very suspicious. And if the FBI has indeed confirmed that pizza, oftentimes, because they're probably getting this from transcripts and information they have of the people they do catch doing that, and how they used to communicate. Like when they're trying to do stuff like that, the words they use, so the other people can recognize what's going on, where to meet children, drop them off and pick them up at, what you're doing. And I do find it kind of odd because it's not one of those, it's just the innocent children's book. I just picked a random book. According to the story, she picked that book on purpose. Now, all the people she smooths with in Hollywood, for sake of argument, let's say she's not into any of that. But even when you're not into certain things, you hear certain things. So when you're in these Hollywood spaces with the movers and shakers, you can hear stuff on accident, and you know it's true. Let's say you don't rock with that. You're not with any of that at all. You can hear stuff on accident. So if the FBI confirms that word, that piece is used to communicate to other PD files, and you choose to pick that book to read to children on purpose, just call me the tinfoil Hattigan, because it's too much kawanky dink in this story right here. So, like I said, I'm gonna leave that link in the description. This link in the description box. You guys can check it out for yourself. Stay away from the kids, one person demanded. I agree with that person. This book is creepy and weird, wrote another. A third said, Save the Children. Save the Children is a child blank organization. You are reading a book that grooms children. This is evil. Someone stated, she thinks that the American public doesn't know that pizza is a code word for PDF files. The FBI has publicly determined the word pizza as a term commonly used among PDF files and child, you know, I'm gonna leave. Like I said, I'm gonna leave this in the description box. You guys can read it in whole. Obviously, I changed words for YouTube purposes and things of that nature. You can kind of get a glimpse of what I'm leaning into and what's going on with this whole thing. And ironically, they want to go so hard. Hollywood, these celebrities want to go so hard against Trump and Elon Musk, and oh, you're so mad at Doge and all the, these politicians want to collaborate and they're so heated and angry that all this corruption, waste, fraud, and abuse has been uncovered, and let's focus on that. Let's talk about that. Meanwhile, this story just kind of glides away like a feather. Nobody pays it any mind. Nothing to see over here. Let's look over here. Hey, look over here. This is what seems like is going on. A lot of this bullshit. Crazy. This is crazy business right here. Crazy business. Very bad business. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Share this video. This video needs to get out. This information needs to get out. This cannot be ignored. If there's something to this, I mean, the FBI already saying the word pizza means something, and it's commonly used by certain people. Certain people that are like, young adolescents. This is crazy. And she picked the book on purpose. Keep that in mind. She picked the book on purpose. She wanted to read this book to children, which the book encourages children to keep secrets. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, spread the word. Man, we gotta stop these weirdos. I'm out.